Well, hello. I am here to share with you a brief tutorial on how to use Google Docs. Basically, Google Docs is a collaboration tool that will allow multiple users to collaborate and communicate using the same documents real time with one another. So it's a great tool for teachers to use when collaborating new lesson plans or planning a project for their students. So what I want to do is point out a few features that are within this first screen. If you'll notice here, you have the Create New tab. You have the ability to upload documents or files to Google Docs. And here on the left hand side here, you see here that you have a menu listing of documents either owned, open, or shared by or with me. And you also have the option to open folders or create folders and store your documents in. So I'm going to go ahead on and get right into the tutorial of Google Docs by creating a new document. So I'm going to click on create, and right here you have the option to create a new document, a presentation, spreadsheet, a form. And basically a form is just an online survey or questionnaire, a drawing, and a folder. But for the purposes and for the sake of time, the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to talk about Google Documents, presentation, and the drawing feature. So first I'm going to start with Google Docs by clicking on Create Document. And as you can see here, this document opens up as you would see something similar in Microsoft Word 2003. You have your menu bars with the same menu functions, and underneath your menu bar, you have your icons with your tools or your toolbar um, that will allow you to do some basic formatting and editing within your document. Now, a couple of things I want to point out here on this screen. Here you have an untitled document. So if I just click in that space, I can at this time give my document a name. So I'm going to call it Test Tutorial Document or Doc. And I'm going to click OK. So now my document name appears here on the window. At this time, this document is currently only set to my use and my viewing, so the document is private. And over here you have the option to share the document. So I'm going to click on the Share tab at this time. And when this window opens up, it shows me who has permissions to the document. And currently, I'm the only one who has permissions. I am the owner since I'm the one that's creating the document. But if I want to add other people to my document, either I can enter their email addresses or names, or I can just click on Change. Now, Change will allow me to either keep the document private, where it will allow anyone who has access to the link to access the document, or anybody on the web. So the document can be made public to anybody on the web being able to view the document. You even also have an option here where for those who are going to be accessing the document, if you click here, they can actually go out and edit the document as well. So I'm going to just keep the documents public on the web, and then I'm going to click on Save. And if you will notice here, I have an actual link where it's telling me to actually paste this link in an email or an instant message. So I would at this time paste this link into an email and then email it out to all the people that I want to share the document. And then I'm going to click on Close. And then here, now the document shows that it is public on the web. Another great feature of Google Docs, since this is a Web 2.0 tool, all your documents are going to be saved, and the system automatically saves the document every few minutes. So if you'll see here, this document was saved just 2 minutes ago. And that is a good feature to use in the event that you have a power outage or you accidentally close out of a document without saving your changes, because the system automatically saves them into a cloud per se out on the web for you. The document will always be there for you to access until you go in as the owner and actually delete the document. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead on and type in a line of text. Okay. Now I'm going to do just some basic simple formatting. So I'm going to select my text, bold it, underline it. I'm going to change the font size and change the font. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to go ahead on and change the actual color of my text. Okay, so there you have your Google Doc. I'm going to even go ahead on and center my text as well. Okay, so that's Google Docs. At this time, I'm going to go ahead on and click on File and New, and then I'm going to move right on into the actual presentation feature of Google Docs. Now, this presentation feature, again, your window opens up to an untitled presentation, and you have your menu options, again, with your toolbar underneath your menu. So I'm going to go ahead on and click on my title and give it a title. And I'm going to click OK. And now my document or my presentation has been named. Now again, the document is only private to me until I go in and actually share the document for anyone else to see. So I have my first slide here, and I'm going to click here where it says click to add new text, and I'm going to type in me a title. I'm going to add me a subtitle just as you would in a normal presentation. Okay. Now, with this Google Docs presentation feature, you have the ability to add a new slide. And when you add a new slide, it gives you several slide layouts, not as robust as your regular PowerPoint, but it does give you a few options to choose for. And for the sake and purposes of the program, it will pretty much basically do whatever it is that you need it to do. And you also have the option to change your presentation settings or themes. So you have a few here that you can use, more than enough. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one. And you'll see that it applied the theme to both of my slides here within my presentation. Okay. Now, with the presentation, you also have the ability to insert text, insert an image or a drawing. And another neat feature is you have the ability to insert a video. You can also insert a table and shapes. Okay. Now, again, my document was just saved seconds ago, so that's something that I don't have to worry about since I'm out working on the web. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to File and New and go into my Google Docs drawing tool. The Google Docs drawing tool opens up to a transparent or a blank sheet, allowing me to basically start with a clean sheet of paper to begin to create my drawing. Now, the Google Docs drawing tool is great for diagramming or creating flowcharts or mapping out your ideas or the steps that you're going to take in completing a project or a program. So I'm going to go ahead on and give it a title. Drawing tutorial, and I'm going to click OK. And there you have here where my document was just saved seconds ago. And I also have the ability to share this drawing so that other members or other people that I want to view this particular diagram can have access to the actual drawing themselves. Now I'm going to go ahead on and create a few shapes by clicking on this little shape tool. I'm going to go to my drawing and actually draw out the shape. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead on and select some additional shapes. And now I'm going to link my shapes. to actually go in and type text inside of my shape. So basically it put the shape there for me. And if you'll notice when you type in your text, it gives you, well, when I double click on my shape, it gives me a little window to type in my text. So I'm going to type in phase 1 and hit enter, and my text automatically appears. Phase 2. I'm going to delete the little arrow there, and I'm going to do introduction, introduction, and planning. I'm going to delete this little shape here. Okay, there. Now, for the purposes of actually having a diagram, you may want to add some additional features. So I'm going to change the colors of my shapes. Okay, so that's basically how to create a Google Docs drawing. So this basically wraps up my tutorial. We have created a document, and I've demonstrated for you how to share the document with others who may have, or others you may want to collaborate on the same document. I have also shared with you the Google Docs presentation and the Google Docs drawing. I hope you've learned something, and I hope it is a useful tool that you can see beneficial to your everyday use. Thank you and goodbye.